If you've ever been disappointed or frustrated by DIY lotions that end up being heavy and greasy, this DIY is for you. I've drawn on over a decade of lotion formulation experience to create an all-natural, lightweight hand and body lotion that's packed with my favorite skin-soothing, moisturizing goodies. I've given this formulation a sugar plum fairy theme for holiday gifting, but you can easily change that up if you want to. And to make things as easy as possible, I've put together a free printable PDF of the full project, so you don't have to worry about your phone or tablet screen turning off at a very inconvenient moment. But more on that later. We will begin by weighing out the ingredients for the heated phases. We're going to make a 300-gram batch today, which will fill 5 50-milliliter bottles. Perfect for gifting. Our star emollient is plum oil. What's really special about this golden oil is its smell. It smells wonderfully of marzipan. It's a delightful scent that carries through to the finished lotion, mingling with the other ingredients to create something truly special. You'll need 27 grams. If you don't have plum oil, you can use apricot kernel oil instead, as they have quite similar fatty acid makeups, but you will lose that lovely marzipan scent note. To give the lotion some silky, non-greasy body, weigh out 6 grams cetyl alcohol. I know the word alcohol can set off skincare alarm bells, but don't worry. Cetyl alcohol isn't that kind of alcohol. I'm sure you can see it looks nothing like rubbing alcohol. Cetyl alcohol is not drying or irritating, but actually moisturizing and all around lovely. To amp up the moisturizing, skin-soothing goodness, you'll need 3 grams colloidal oatmeal. Now, including this in the oil phase might seem like a weird choice because, after all, colloidal oatmeal isn't oil soluble, so it's not going to dissolve in the oil phase. And so you certainly can put colloidal oatmeal in heated water phase if you want to, but I find it cooks up into a sort of gloopy porridge there, so I prefer to put it in the oil phase. The last ingredient in our heated oil phase is what brings everything together, our emulsifier. Weigh out 6 grams Olive M1000. Olive M1000 is part of the much larger Olive M line made by Halstar. All of those ingredients are different, so make sure you are using Olive M1000. Olive M300, 900, 2090, etc. are not the same. Now, don't worry about writing all of this down. I have put together a totally free printable PDF of this DIY. If you would like a copy, click the link below to sign up and I will send it straight to your inbox. Up next, the heated water phase. I've kept it quite simple. 21 grams of vegetable glycerine moisturizes the skin. 6 grams of panthenol, also known as vitamin B5, adds skin-soothing benefits along with even more moisturizing goodness. Just 0.6 grams of soft or clear xanthan gum helps stabilize the emulsion and thickens the lotion a little bit. And 224.4 grams of distilled water rounds everything off. Now that we've got our heated phase ingredients all weighed out, it's time to get to the heating part. Begin by stirring the xanthan gum and glycerin together in a beaker or heat-resistant glass measuring cup, and then add the water and the panthenol. Combine the heated oil phase ingredients in a second beaker or second heat-resistant glass measuring cup. Weigh the water phase and write that weight down for later. This is so we can replace the water that will evaporate during heating. Cover the water phase and place both beakers in a water bath on your stovetop over medium-low heat, or if you have a lab hot plate like mine, beakers directly on it but at low heat. I find it takes 40 to 60 minutes for a batch this size to get nice and toasty. As it heats, you'll notice a delicious cookie sort of smell from the marzipan-y plum oil and the soft, oaty smell from the colloidal oatmeal lingering. It's really quite delicious. You'll know you're ready to emulsify when everything in the oil phase has fully melted, though remember the oatmeal's not going to melt. And then the water phase is hot enough so that the oils aren't going to re-solidify when you combine the phases. Lots of condensation on the lid of your water phase is a good sign it's nice and hot. Begin by weighing the water phase and then add a couple drops of distilled water to bring that weight back up to the number we wrote down earlier. Pour the water phase into the oil phase. Stir to combine, and then grab your immersion blender. Blend for 30 to 60 seconds. You'll quickly see the mixture turn white and creamy as it emulsifies, and then switch to hand stirring. I know that doesn't seem like very much blending time, but it is enough, and more is not better. If you keep blending the lotion for too long as it cools and thickens, you'll whip a bunch of air into it, making a frothy lotion that's full of air bubbles and soaps a lot worse than it otherwise would when rubbed into the skin. Switching to gentle hand stirring while the emulsion is still liquidy seriously cuts down on that. It's also a lot harder to get the lotion out of the head of your immersion blender when the lotion is really, really thick. So stir gently and consistently as the emulsion cools. Once it has noticeably thickened, you can set the lotion aside and weigh out the cool down phase. Grab a small bowl or beaker and start by weighing out 3 grams Geogard ECT. This is our natural preservative, the ingredient that keeps the lotion from turning into a gross, moldy mess. It contains a lot of benzyl alcohol, which is a fragrant alcohol that smells a bit like almonds or marzipan, so I thought it was a good choice for this formulation. Another quick note on Geogard ECT, just like all of M1000, Geogard ECT is part of a broader Geogard line, so make sure you are using Geogard ECT and not Geogard Ultra or Geogard 221 because those are different products. You can use other preservatives, but please read the Free Partner blog post for more information on that. For one more skin-soothing, moisturizing goodie, weigh out 0.9 grams allantoin. Now, these next 2 ingredients are up to you, but make sure you pay attention if you want this lotion to be all natural. For some on-theme, plummy color, weigh out 0.6 grams of a purple mica. Colorful micas are blended ingredients that can be colored with a wide variety of different colorants, so make sure you check the ingredient lists for your micas. Many are all natural, getting their color from oxides, but some do contain synthetic colorants. And if you're vegan, you will also want to watch out for carmine in your micas. Another note on micas, make sure you are only purchasing ethically sourced micas, as some micas are mined in truly appalling conditions. I'm using Lilac Whisper from Humblebee. Up next, scent. You'll need 1.2 grams. Please have fun with this. If you're sticking with the Sugar Plum Fairy theme, what feels sugar plummy to you? And what will smell nice with the marzipan-y, oaty scent of the lotion itself? I think something vanilla-y or lightly spicy would be lovely. To keep things natural, you want to use either essential oils or a natural fragrance oil. Whatever you choose, make sure it is safe for use at 0.4% in IFRA Category 5 products. I decided to deviate from the all-natural realm and use Bulk Apothecary's Spicy Plum Pudding fragrance oil. You can leave the scent out if you want to, replacing that 1.2 grams with a bit more distilled water, but I do find the Geogard ECT starts to smell more sort of chemically after a couple weeks, and it is really nice to have something in there that'll cover that up because the plum oil and the oat scent isn't enough. And lastly, for some antioxidant benefits for our skin and our formulation, you'll need 0.3 grams vitamin E. Pour some of the lotion into the dish with a cool down phase and whisk to combine. You'll notice this thins the mixture out a lot, and that is okay. Once that's uniform, scrape it back into the main batch and stir everything together. Now that everything's combined, there's just one last step before we can package it up, and that's checking the pH. If you don't have a way to check the pH right now and you have made this formulation without any changes, don't worry, I have already worked out what you need to do. To test your lotion, make a 10% dilution. That means mixing 2 grams of your finished lotion with 18 grams of distilled water, mix until uniform, and then dip in your pH meter. We want a final pH of 4.5 to 5.5, a range that's both good for your skin and the preservative. If you've made this formulation as written, it should land in about the 3.4 to 3.6 range right now, and that is too low. And so this is because of the preservative. Geogard ECT is pretty acidic, and so it has lowered the pH of our formulation. To raise the pH, add 6 grams of a 60% sodium lactate solution. If your sodium lactate is liquid, that's very likely what it is. Every time I made this emulsion, that was enough to pull the pH up to 4.6 to 4.7. Stir, make a new testing mixture, and retest. Once we know the lotion is in that good 4.5 to 5.5 zone, we can move on to packaging. I designed this formula to be pump bottle friendly. Regular and treatment pumps both work, or you could also use a squeeze tube or bottle. I'm using 5 50 milliliter clear bottles with treatment pump caps from Humblebee and then decorating them with a bit of washi tape. If you want to use this as a body lotion or tell your gift recipients that it's a body lotion, you might want to use larger bottles as 50 milliliters doesn't go very far. Use the way you'd use any hand or body lotion. I think it's especially lovely after a hot bath that's been made extra special with a fun bath treat like this luscious foaming sugar scrub that, unlike so many, won't go all hard on you or your lucky gift recipients. And of course, don't forget to sign up below to get your free printable PDF of this project. Happy making!